All right, welcome back to Showering Independently. So, for this episode, we are going to be talking about voice recordings. So, we've finally gotten our child into the shower, we've finally gotten them showering daily. We've adapted the environment to make things easier for the individual, to make things more reinforcing for the individual. So, we're in the shower, it's reinforcing, it's great, but now we need to work on really getting this independent, right? As a parent, you can stand in there all day and give instructions. Oh, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Yes, now their child is getting clean. That's fantastic. But we are not building independence then, right? We need the child to be able to shower by themselves every single time, 100% independently, right? And now for me, a great strategy for doing this is using voice recordings, right? We have it on every single device that we use, cell phone, tablet, iPad, computer, whatever it may be. We have voice memos. It's very easy to make a voice recording. So, how does it work? When I'm making a voice recording, I am going to break down every single step of showering for the individual so that it's super easy. And I'm going to make sure that when I'm making the voice recording, I am giving the individual enough time to complete each task, right? Because eventually this is going to be independent. You are going to be removed. It is just going to be the voice recording that is giving the prompt, that is giving the instruction to the individual, right? So to make a voice recording, right? I want to start at the task that is going to make it the most independent, right? So if I start and I'm making my voice recording, and while I'm making it, my first step is turn on water, or if my first step is wash hair, that doesn't work, right? Because that means that I'm going to have to be the one as the parent, as the therapist, to hit the play button. And I see this all the time in ABA therapies in schools, in home programming, where the therapist is or the RBT is the one that is hitting the play button. That doesn't work. That is not independent, right? So our first step after the first step should be that the individual, the person with autism, goes into the bathroom, shuts the door, gets undressed, and then they hit the play button on their iPad. It should not be the parent. It should not be the caregiver. It should not be the behavioral therapist, right? So the first step should say, get in shower or turn on water, right? So I hit the individual hits the play button, says turn on water. And now I'm giving plenty of time for the individual to turn on the water and adjust the temperature, right? So turn on water. Now I'm waiting 10, 15, 20 seconds, whatever amount of time you think that your child needs to adjust the water correctly. Then on the voice recording, you say, get in shower. Now you give the individual enough time to get in the shower, right? And now we're just saying each step. And I'm going to count out the time when we're washing body parts. So the next step, again, we're going to keep it very small. So we have turn on water, get in shower, get loofah, put soap on loofah, right? These are all just very small individual steps that the child can hear the voice recording, right? Has that prompt, fantastic, has that instruction from the voice recording, and now does that task. Put soap on loofah, lather loofah, then it's going to be wash top of arm. And now I'm going to count it out on the voice recording. Wash top of arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wash underarm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wash other top of arm. Then the child switches, counts to 10. Underarm counts to 10. Washes neck, washes chest, washes stomach, washes privates, washes front of left leg, washes back of left leg, washes front of right leg, washes back of right leg, washes behind, washes back. If we have another loofah, if he's picking up different items, say pick up loofah stick, pick up foot washer, whatever it may be very specific. Have steps, give plenty of time for the individual to complete each step, right? And finally, we're going to do hair. We're going to wash hair, rinse hair. We're going to rinse everything out. Now the last step is going to be shut off water, right? And now, if needed, we can have a whole nother set of steps that is about drying, right? If the child is unable to get dried by themselves, again, this is not independent, right? The whole task has to be showering independently, turning on water, showering, turning off water, drying, getting dressed. Everything needs to be independent so that showering can be independent. So that one day this individual can do this on their own without a parent, without a caregiver, without a therapist there. This is our overall goal, right? So again, it could be your last step could be shut off water. Fantastic. Get out of shower. Amazing. And then if they have difficulty drying, then keep going, right? Get towel, dry hair, dry neck, dry shoulders, and keep going. Count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are doing such small steps to make it so simple that we can make this really so easy for the individual. And now with voice recording, right? It can be a pain in the butt once they're learning this to begin with, how to follow this voice recording if we're teaching it in the shower. So let's not teach it in the shower at all to begin with. Let's teach it outside, in the living room, in their favorite location, right? Just grab a loofah. We're not going to use soap. We're not going to use water, but we're going to listen to those visuals and you're going to help guide them, right? You're either going to hold their hand and guide them, wash top of arm. Now you guide their hand over, or you gesture to where they want to do it, or you say arm, top of arm, and you give them that reminder if they're not doing it, right? But yeah, you don't have to prompt them. You don't have to instruct them in the shower. Let's practice so many times outside the shower. If we're doing it in the shower, you're getting wet, they're getting frustrated, you're getting frustrated, it turns into a disaster, right? So let's start our teaching using voice recordings outside the shower. All right. I hope that makes sense for everybody. Again, using voice recordings, break down those steps into very small components. Every single step, break it down, count it out for them, practice outside the shower. And eventually, once they get good with it, right, now we're going to bring that voice recording into the shower. And it's going to be them starting the voice recording, right? They should be able to navigate to the voice recording. They should be able to select shower, hit shower, and now listen to those instructions that you are giving. Now it's independent. Now they are doing it by themselves. You eventually, as the parent, caregiver, therapist, should be able to completely remove yourself from that situation, and they should be able to shower independently. That is the overall goal. All right. We still have a few more things to talk about. Please stick with us for this series. Showering independently, so important, so important. Hope this is helpful.